All right. Hi, everyone. And thanks for joining us today on Facebook Live. My name is Amy Anthony. I am the Missions and Communications person here at Calvary. And I'm here with Jeff Brenner, who, hey, happy first day of being our full-time Connections pastor.
Thank you. It's very exciting, and I'm glad to be here. And happy Canada Day to you.
Happy Canada Day. Yep. Thanks. Woo woo. I'm Canadian, for those who might not know. So anyway, we are here today to give you a few quick updates, but also to give you a quick tutorial on how to use our Calvary Church Center app, which is what we're using to make registering for our Sunday services so easy.
And it has a lot of tools that benefit us and will benefit you as the seasons come. So if you're on a computer, grab your phone so we can guide you through the process. If you're on your phone, you can come back later and do that, but we want to go through the process of getting that set up for you.
All right, so Jeff's been working for several weeks to get this app up and running, which thankfully that was before we even started having to register for services. It was before all this, all the COVID hit. And so this has been a great tool for us to use now that we are registering for services. So we're going to walk you through how to update and install the app on your phone. For those who are already using it, hopefully we'll teach you some new tips.
And so that we can explain why we have this app and a little more how to use it. It was something we had planned on incorporating down the road, so that's been a benefit of the COVID, is it allowed us to have a procedure where we can get it started. We've been using it the last month. Numbers get more and more every week, so more and more to it.
So if you've been around Calvary for a while, we've been using Planning Center as our tool for scheduling volunteers, for first impressions, for kids ministry, for worship. So many of you have been using Planning Center for years and you're familiar with it for that. But recently we switched over our whole database. So we've expanded how we're using Planning Center. So now not only does it schedule our volunteers, it's our whole database. It's also how we do kids check-in on Sunday mornings and how we send all of our emails and now registrations.
It keeps everything all in one place for us, so it's a great tool. We always say, go to the Info Hub. The Info Hub, everything's on the Info Hub. Does this mean the Info Hub's going away?
Oh, no. The Info Hub is here to stay. So yourcalvary.info is still the place to go to find all the information that you need and to find resources and what songs we sang on Sunday morning, all those kind of things. But the Info Hub and Planning Center, actually those two companies work together. They partner together. And so Planning Center event links that we use are embedded into the Info Hub. So we'll continue to send you to the Info Hub for things, but every once in a while you're going to notice when you click on something in the Info Hub, it's going to take you to the Church Center app. So today we're just going to talk about how to get
when you fill out
forms,
that on your
phone.
Register for events, facilities requests. From the Info Hub, you'll be in Planning Center. So it's all in one. So now that you've got your computer, we want to go on our phone, find the App Store and what the app looks like. I think Chris has that app for us so you can see what it is. It's called the Church Center.
All right, so I deleted it off my phone because obviously I had it, but I'm going to put it back on. So found the Church Center app in my App Store. I'm going to click download.
Download it, follow
little
their
circle
steps.
Going. All right, open. Okay, so I'm going to open it, and as soon as I open it, it says to me, get started. All right. I'm not great at phones and tech stuff, so if I can do this,
you
we
first
should be
of all
good.
have to find our church. So
Yeah.
it's going to ask you
So
what your
use
church.
my location. Okay, use my location. So very first church to pop up, Calvary
That's
Church.
good. That's
so I'm going to pick Calvary
on
Church.
Everybody's list.
Says this is my church. Click that. And welcome. Next. Okay. So it says please enter your mobile number. Okay. I know my number, so.
Enter your mobile number. It's going to send you a code, set up your account. For some, you can also enter your email. So if you don't get a code via text message right away, it probably has gone to your email. It's a new email, Planning Center. If you don't get it, look in your junk or spam for that first time to activate your account on the Church Center app.
All right, so I got my code texted. I copied my code. I put it in. Next. Hello, Amy.
Hello, Amy.
So it recognizes me. Let's get you logged in. So log in as Amy. Enable Touch ID. I want to do that. Okay.
And if you're someone that's been coming to Calvary forever, your information is already in there. It should have all of your personal information, email address, phone number, and your household should be set with your spouse, your kids. All of that we've done behind the scenes in the last year. So all of that should be there. You can now update it for us. You can add
Okay.
a picture.
Yeah, looks like if I click up in the corner here, I can update my profile, make sure my email's accurate, my phone number's accurate, make sure I've got an updated picture, stuff like that. So
And
that's great.
important that all of that is accurate. As of this morning, in our system in Planning Center, we have 4,801 people. So that's a lot of people, and there's probably a lot of inaccurate people. So the more we can get that updated, the better we can communicate with you.
Yeah, we don't want to be sending emails to your high school email that you had 20 years ago. No. So, okay,
Or
so I've
30,
updated
Amy.
my profile. I can even update the profiles on the people in my family. So how do I register for an event?
So once you're on there, the home page that you see has all the Calvary Church info, its location, and on the bottom, there's a button that says events. And there
Events.
you can see all of our events that I've got put on there for us. We're only putting 1 week of services at a time, but right there at the top, you see the 9 o'clock for July 5th and the 10:20 for July 5th.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and register for the 10:20 because I like to sleep in. So clicking on 10:20, register, and all
I'm
right,
gonna
so it
register.
brings up all the people in my family, so I can pick who I want to register, and it's going to ask me a couple quick questions.
Quick
Have I read the
questions.
guidelines? Because we have some guidelines right now for our in-person services, so that we're making sure to take safety protocols and make sure we can do our best to keep everyone as safe as possible while they're here. So I've read those, agree.
And for each person, you need to choose whether or not you choose to be in the main auditorium where masks are optional but encouraged while singing, or if you want to be in the side auditorium and watch the live stream where masks are required. So you have to do that for each person, kids included. If kids are going to be with you and sit in here, we need to know. Next month when we add some elementary activities, there will be a third option for that if your kid's going to participate in that. So
Yeah,
you
so
wanna do
later
that.
this summer, depending on how things go, we're hoping to add some elementary activities for kids outside. And if and when that happens, we'll also add those things to the registration so that you can use this to register your kids. So now that I'm registered, when I show up Sunday morning, what do I do?
Well, I'm still registering. You're faster than me. So when
Oh,
you
I
register,
do have one other question. What happens if I register and then I change my mind and I decide, no, I do want to get up early and I
so
want to come to
as
the 9
soon as
o'clock?
you hit complete registration, 2 emails go out. You'll get a confirmation email.
I get an
and-
email.
and we will get a confirmation email.
Okay.
So on your confirmation email, if you get that and decide, ooh, I have something, I need to go at 9 o'clock, I want to switch that, you can register for 9 o'clock, but on that confirmation email at the bottom, it says, if you have any questions, contact me, and you can click right on that link and shoot a quick message to me. Hey, I messed up. I want to switch services. Maybe I'm bringing a guest. Can I do that? And I can make those changes in our system for you, and they'll be made when you get here Sunday morning.
Great. Okay, so I'm all registered. I'm registered for the right one. I show up Sunday morning.
Sunday morning, when you walk in, we've got 2 check-in stations. The check-in stations on the left are for those that are already signed up. Tell our First Impressions volunteers your names, your family, and they check you in real quick, and then you can proceed to the auditorium. If someone shows up that hasn't registered, we've got a check-in station for them, and we can add them. It's very beneficial that we get people signed up beforehand so we know how many people to plan for in our auditorium and in our different spaces. So sign up ahead of time. We'll check you in. Again, when we add kids stuff later this month, we hope, we'll have a third station for kids check-in where we will be able to print those labels for them like you're familiar with in the past.
Okay, so now that I've got this on my phone, I know that we're usually telling people go to yourcalvary.info/register to register. Do I still have to go there to register?
That's all a personal preference. If you'd rather go to a computer and go to that register, when you actually click that register, it's taking you to the church center. So you can do it from the computer if you'd rather do that. Many people would rather just do it on their phone, a couple quick clicks. Either way, it's the same thing, just looks different.
All right. So back when I pulled up events, I noticed when I scrolled down past Sunday services, there were a few other events like our Discovering Calvary class. What other kind of things am I going to be able to register for?
We hope that all events in the future are going to be on here so that people can register for those. When everyone registers, we've got that contact information in one place so we can send details about that event so we can manage our numbers. Some events have a maximum number. So when we schedule women's events, maybe it's pottery painting, we can do that. If we have a men's event, we'll have that on there. We've got Discovering Calvary, we've got student community. So any event we're going to have, we're going to ask you to sign up on here. So that's why it's good that you get familiar with the app.
All right. Well, that sounds great. So speaking of events, we're going to ask Cy, our student pastor, to come and tell us a little bit more about the CIY Move event for students this week.
But you have one more thing while Cy's coming up here.
I do have one more thing. Thanks, Jeff. So one important thing to note is that starting this Sunday, we actually have a new 6-week series called Kingdom Training. And up until now, we have been live streaming both our 9 o'clock and our 10:20 service. But starting this Sunday, we're just going to be live streaming the 10:20 service. So I'm still going to be there every week online, engaging with our online congregation. So I love it when in the Facebook comments, you guys say hi or let us know where you're from or amen or anything kind of fun. You can even talk to each other. So I'll still be there every Sunday during the 10:20 service, engaging with everyone on those Facebook. But only at the 10:20 service will we be doing live stream on the Info Hub, on YouTube, and on Facebook. So I hope to see you guys there. And with that, let's hear from Cy about what's happening with Move.
All right. Like Amy said, my name is Cy Marshall, and I am the student pastor here at Calvary. And they have advertised for me the CIY Move At event. And so you might not know what that means. Maybe CIY Move sounds familiar, but the at the end is confusing. Or maybe you're new to student community. You just started coming this year and you didn't get to go to a summer camp last summer, or maybe you're a 5th grader moving up into middle school and you're like, what in the world does all of this mean? Well, CIY stands for Christ in Youth, and they're an organization that you could say is one of the top dogs of Christian summer camps for middle school and high school students. And their motto is they're all about empowering students to be kingdom workers. They believe that no matter how young a student is, that they can make a difference in the kingdom of God. And we could not agree more, and we just absolutely love going to CIY events, and our students have loved them for the past many years. And this summer, we were planning again on going to CIY, but of course, COVID-19 hit, and it led to the cancellation of the event. And so there's a little bit of a mystery, but then CIY came to the rescue, and they've provided all the resources needed for us to run our own CIY event. And that is what they are calling Move At. So pretty much it is CIY Move At Calvary. And so what this is, it's pretty much the students are going to come to the church, and we are going to have our own CIY event, but here. So if you've heard of our Unretreat in the past, it's like Unretreat, but with a large flavor of CIY. And so they've provided the wristbands that students are used to and keychains, and these things have purpose within each session. They've given Kingdom Worker cards, which are cards that students open at the end if they're bold enough, and it gives them a challenge to go and do in their community when they get home. They've provided worship, they've provided small groups, games, sessions, messages, all of the above so that we can have our own summer camp here at Calvary. And it might sound weird, you're like, okay, they provided all of this stuff, so are they just going to be watching messages on a screen for an entire day, and we might play a game and that's it, and so you just sit down and watch a screen the whole time? Well, fortunately, the answer to that is no, because CIY does not believe that that is exactly how we should learn, and especially as students. And so they've made everything completely interactive. So the messages will have moments where they might need to stand or walk or pray or do something like that, or the keychain, like I said, it might sound like a small thing and just a nice little knick-knack that CIY gave, but there might be something that they need to do to give that to someone for action or a challenge for the students. So it might not feel exactly like CIY would over the summer, so students, don't expect this to be, 1,000 students in a room, but it is still a great opportunity for you to worship with your friends, to grow and to be encouraged in an awesome way to end the summer. And there's so much more that I could say about this event, and I'm really, really excited for it. But for now, I just want to leave you with a few final details, such as the date, the cost, and of course, where to sign up on the Info Hub or the Church Center app. So for high school students, your event is July 24th and 25th. That is a Friday and a Saturday. It is not going to be overnight, so you will go home Friday, come back Saturday for another full day of camp. Middle school, your event will be the next week, August 1st, and you will have that whole Saturday for your own CIY Move At event. But the best part about this event is that the event is not $300 or $330 like it's been in the past. It is only $10. And so if you don't have $10 right now, I think you've got plenty of time to save up, to mow someone's yard, to do something to earn an easy $10 and come to this event. And I really, really hope that you are going to be able to do so. So to find more information and to find where to sign up and the link to the sign up on the Church Center app, you can go to yourcalvary.info/move. yourcalvary.info/move. Be on the lookout there, on social media, and future emails for more details and for future information about schedule and what the event is going to look like. Again, I am so excited. I've already seen some students signing up on the Church Center app, and it is going to be a great time and a great way to end the summer. And with that being said, I think that is all we have for everyone. So thank you guys for listening. Go sign up today. Go sign up for church on Sunday, and I hope you all have a great day. Thanks.